Good morning. I want to welcome you, to Lenoir-Rhyne University. My name is Angela Reiter. I'm the Director of Marketing and Communications here. Welcome on this lovely Thursday. We're so excited to have you. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our president, Dr. Fred Whitt.
Thank you, and good morning, everybody. Welcome to Lenoir-Rhyne for today's press conference. We appreciate your participation here with us today and your support by your presence. I certainly want to recognize and thank our outstanding student athletes, many who are with us today representing our football team. I'm really excited not only about the future of the program, but what you as a team can accomplish next season, certainly beginning today. I made a commitment when I was named president of Lenoir-Rhyne that I would work tirelessly with the faculty, staff, and the students here at the university to move Lenoir-Rhyne to an even higher level of excellence in all we do, in everything we do, and certainly that includes our athletic programs. We want the experiences of our students and our student athletes during their time with us to be the very best years of their young adult lives. To accomplish this, whether we're talking football or academics or the marching band or the chorus, it's critically important that we provide our student athletes with the very best faculty, the very best coaches, the very best equipment, curriculum, and support programs, but put them in a position to be successful, not only during their time here, but to be successful in life after they enter their next phase when they leave us here at Lenoir-Rhyne. 3 weeks ago, yesterday, we made the announcement that we'd be moving in a different direction with the leadership of our football program. This recommendation was made to me and submitted to me by our Director of Intercollegiate Athletics, Pate, and I fully supported her recommendation. We initiated a national search that yielded over 200 applications for this position. This clearly is a prime position in NCAA Division II. Not only did we have a large number of applications, but we were really pleased to have an outstanding pool of candidates with very impressive credentials from all over the country. This, again, continues to be a top position in Division II NCAA football. We're very fortunate to have Kim Pate as our athletic director. As many of you know, she's a consummate professional and has a work ethic second to none. Her record of hiring outstanding coaches in her short time here at LR has been impressive, and today's announcement is consistent to what we've come to expect through her outstanding leadership. It was important for us to hire a coach as soon as possible. In a perfect world, we wanted to do that before the semester break, so our student athletes would have an opportunity to meet our coach, but it was more important to get the right coach for LR, no matter how long it was going to take. Someone once told me a while ago that the only failed search is when you hire the wrong program. So we wanted to make sure we put the effort necessary in to get the very best person for this job. We had many outstanding candidates. And what's really exciting today is we were able to land our number one top choice among those over 200 candidates. One of the most important things we do as campus leaders are the personnel decisions we make. Who we recruit, who we hire, who we promote, who we develop. Nothing impacts the success of our students and our student athletes or in any culture or an organization than those who work directly with their students. It's the real difference maker. So whether we're hiring a coach, whether we're hiring a director of the a cappella choir, whether we're hiring academic faculty, a new dean, folks that work in the food service or work on our grounds, and it's certainly important for our football team. Lenoir-Rhyne University has a successful and rich history surrounding our football program that goes back almost 100 years. The interest and support from our football fraternity, fans, and alumni has been extraordinary, as you can see from today's turnout. And our intent is to lay the groundwork for a successful next 100 years. Our goal is to be the Duke, or the Notre Dame, or the Stanford of D2 athletics. We expect to be nationally competitive in all our sports, and we want to develop champions on and off the field. And that is the vision that Kim and I share. We have a shared vision and a shared value system. We fund our athletic program to be nationally competitive. We compete in a very competitive conference, in the South Atlantic Conference. And we want our football team to be nationally competitive year in and year out, not just conference champions. Today we launch a new era for the Lenoir-Rhyne University football as we welcome our new coach to Lenoir-Rhyne University in our 22nd, see there's another number besides 12, head football coach in 126 years. I could not be more pleased with the selection. This is just another example of the special leader we have in Kim Pate. She's made some incredible coaching hires, as I've mentioned, and today is no exception. So let me introduce our athletic director, Kim Pate.
Well, welcome everybody. This is a great day to be a Bear. I'm excited for the opportunity to formally introduce our next head football coach, but before we get started, I want to thank everyone who participated in this process, from Dr. Whitt, who dedicated incredible time and has just been an unbelievable supporter, not only of me, but all of our student athletes and coaches. We are very blessed there. I also want to pay special recognition to our football players. Gosh, you guys are incredible young men, and you've led through this transition unbelievably. And so I'm incredibly proud of you and excited about the future of you individually and as a team. Thank you. Well, football, as Dr. Whitt started to preface for us, has a rich and storied tradition at Lenoir-Rhyne. The history of our program is revered by our alumni, our campus, and our community, and has garnered a reputation for success as distinguished most recently by our 2013 NCAA Division II National Championship appearance. Our vision is to reestablish Bears football back to a perennial conference championship and nationally contending program that our alumni, campus, and community will continue to take great pride in while providing our young men with a tremendous experience. With that being said, it is my privilege to formally introduce the new Lenoir-Rhyne University head football coach. The LR football program will enter its 99th year under the leadership of Drew Cronic, who becomes the 22nd coach in the history of the program. Cronic brings 18 years of collegiate coaching experience and spent this past year helping head up the complete turnaround of Paladins football at Furman. This past season, they were ranked as high as number 22, posted a second-place finish in the Southern Conference standings, and earned an at-large bid to the NCAA FCS playoffs, where they advanced to the second round. Prior to Furman, Cronic served as the head coach at Reinhardt University for 2 years and 3 as the assistant head coach, and was instrumental in launching a startup program and elevating it to national prominence. In his first season at the helm, he led the Eagles to a 9-2 record and earned the program's first bid to the NAIA playoffs. He then went on to guide the program to a 13-1 campaign, garnering the Mid-South Conference Championship and a semifinal finish in the NAIA playoffs. His revved-up offense that same year was ranked number 1 in the nation in scoring and total offense, while his defense finished second nationally in points allowed and sacks, and 5th in total defense. In his 2 seasons as head coach at Reinhardt, Cronic was named back-to-back Mid-South Conference West Division Coach of the Year and AFCA NAI Region 1 Coach of the Year. Prior to that, Coach Cronic spent 9 years at Furman as an assistant, where he worked under Coach Bobby Lamb and served in a number of key roles on the offensive side of the ball. His tenure was highlighted by a Southern Conference championship and 4 trips to the FCS postseason, including advancing to the NCAA FCS national semifinals. Cronic got his start in coaching at West Georgia and then went on to James Madison as a receivers coach and assistant recruiting coordinator, where the Dukes garnered an Atlantic 10 championship and earned a bid to the NCAA 1AA playoffs. Well, as you can see, Coach Cronic brings tremendous experience and a history of success. He brings all the qualities necessary to build a nationally contending program of excellence. But what really set him apart in this pool was his ability to motivate his players through character building. He will bring discipline and accountability while inspiring our players to achieve their full potential both on and off the field. He has a true passion for developing young men and preparing them for success in life. He's a strong leader, and he understands how to build a culture of excellence. He is committed to giving his players a great student-athlete experience and will energize this program. He's going to bring an exciting brand of football while establishing a very unique identity that will set us apart. I fully believe in Drew Cronic and what he's about as a person and as a coach, and I'm confident that he will build a championship caliber program that will make our campus, our community, and our alumni very proud. Well, as we embark on a new era of LR football under Cronic's leadership, please join me in offering a warm Bears welcome to our new head football coach, Drew Cronic, as he comes forward to share some remarks.
Thank you, everybody. I'm about as juiced up right now as I've been in a while, so maybe I can settle down a little bit and be able to articulate how thankful I am to be here. As I say thank you to a lot of people, I need to first of all say thank you to my Lord and Savior. He puts us exactly where we need to be. He has had his hand all over this. This happened so fast, and his hand has just been all over this. And our job is to work for him and to serve others, and that's what we're going to be about here, and that's really important to me. It's important to my family. My wife Amelia, my 3 boys, Noah, Eli, and Isaiah. I wish they could be here today. My wife got to come up Monday and Tuesday to spend time, and she's so excited. So I know they're watching right now on the internet, and I love you guys, and I can't wait to get you up here. I mean, my 3 little boys, I got them LR t-shirts, and I don't think they've taken them off in the last 2 days, so they probably smell a little bit right now, but that's okay. We'll get them up here, and I want my family to be a part of this. I want our players to know my wife and my kids. I want them to see me interact with them as a dad, as a husband, and I want you guys at my house. That's what this is about. This will be family, and I'm really excited about getting them up here as quick as possible and getting this thing going. My whole family, my mom and dad, my brother and sister, everybody's always been so supportive of this, and they'll be around too. And I've been so blessed to have people around me who taught me the right way. Leadership here. Dr. Whitt, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for believing in me and trusting me. You get it, and I appreciate that. And you understand what it means to have a championship football program where it's done the right way, and that's what we're going to do, and I won't let you down. Kim has been unbelievable throughout this process. From the first conversation we had, in about 2 minutes, I could see that we saw the world the same way. It just clicked, and she has been unbelievably professional. She's a competitor. She wants to see this program win, but she wants to see it done the right way, and that's building the entire student athlete, and that's what we're going to do. So thank you so much, Kim, for being so great, and I'm excited to work with you as well. Everybody on campus that I had time to spend, just throughout the interview process on Monday and Tuesday, everybody here, you weren't kidding when you said this was a relationship place. Everybody here has been, everybody I meet wants to be involved, wants to connect, wants to be helpful, wants to see these young men succeed. So it's just been, this is a family place, and I'm so thankful, to have met all these guys and look forward to working with you and, us pushing this thing forward. Let me say thank you, too, to Coach Clay Hendricks and Furman University. he gave me an opportunity there a year ago, and it's been a great year for me to get that program turned around and headed in the right direction. I'm so proud of those guys there. There's a team that had gone 3-8 the previous year, and this year went to the second round of the playoffs, and those kids just believed and did a great job, and I was so blessed to be a part of that. Wasn't looking for another job. Very happy there where we were and working hard, and this, like I said, this was just a God thing. It just kind of worked out, and so thank you to Furman University and those guys. You guys just keep it rolling like I know you will. I've worked for some great people that when you're in this business or in playing ball, you become you learn leadership from a lot of different people, and then you kind of incorporate it into your own personality. And I've worked for some great people who've influenced me. Coach Bobby Lamb at Mercer was a guy I worked for, for 9 years at Furman, and I know he was very helpful in helping me get this job, and has just been a great mentor to me. And I think about Mickey Matthews, who I worked for at James Madison, a guy I played for at Georgia, who just has always taken care of me and looked after me and helped me throughout my career. Coach Carroll McCray, head coach at Gardner-Webb, is another guy that comes to mind. Just a good Christian man who I know I can call anytime I'm going to get sound advice from, and he's going to help me any way that he can. Good friend of mine I worked with 1 year in high school, Grant Chestnut, has been a major influence on me. He's the offense coordinator at Kennesaw State now, and they're doing a great job. But it's just a lot of people I've had a chance to work for, that have helped me and molded me and changed me and helped me grow. The person that's probably been the most influential in that is my dad. Danny Cronic was a longtime high school coach in Georgia. He's retired now, but he was my coach, and that's who I wanted to be like. And we got to start that program at Reinhardt together. And, that was such a blessing to be able to start something from scratch with a person I care greatly about, my best friend. So thank you, Dad. I love you. And let me also, I want to give a little bit of shout out to Reinhardt University. What a great opportunity they gave me there to build something from scratch, and I think we did it the right way. And those guys, that same staff, Coach James Miller and that staff were my guys last year, and they all stayed there together, and they're going to play for a national championship next weekend. And I'm really, really proud of those guys and pulling for you. So, raise the bar higher, go Eagles. Y'all get it done next weekend, beat St. Francis. So just wanted to kind of, thank some people, and so that kind of leads me to, how did this kind of come about, my interest in this place. This has always been a place that you kind of watch from afar. When you're in this business, you kind of hear things and you watch what's going on in certain places. And, this place has got, a lot of tradition. They played in the final game just 4 years ago. Had great coaches come through here. Coach Goldsmith, Coach Houston, a lot of guys have come through here, and so there's great tradition, tradition of winning conference championships, great tradition of playing in the playoffs. I think it's an easy place to sell. It sold me in about 10 minutes. Just stepping on campus. It's a great school academically. It's great facilities. We got everything we need to be successful. Location, what a great town, Hickory. I was really blown away. I'd never been to Hickory before. I was really blown away by just everything that Hickory had to offer, and I'm looking forward to raising my boys here. Great leadership, as I've already talked about. I think that's the most critical part, is the people. Do you feel like you got people behind you who are going to try to get you what you need, who are going to support you, who are going to be competitive with you, who are going to work with you, who are going to do everything they can to help these young men? And that is here. There is no doubt. That is sitting right up here and all in this room. And great support. I got to speak with a lot of the alumni. The alumni here are passionate about Bear football. That was obvious, and I appreciate you guys. I appreciate how much you care about this place, how much you want to invest your time in this place, and I need you, because we're going to get there, okay? And I sure appreciate you guys and the passion you bring to that. Just look around this room. There's a lot of people that are invested in this program. Looking at, talking about maybe philosophy a little bit, and certainly we'll answer a lot of, whatever questions you have at the end. But, we're trying to build a culture of excellence. It's really, rebuilding that culture. My responsibility, if I'm looking at myself, how do I know if I'm doing my job? And this is really important to me, is these three things that let me know, hey, if I'm doing these three things, I'm doing my job. Number one, we're going to graduate every kid that stays with our program. That is the top priority. We are going to have academic excellence here. I do want to mention, while going 13-1 at Reinhardt, our team had a 3.11 GPA with 147 players. I'm very proud of those kids, and we were very intentional. Thanks. But we were very intentional as a staff to support those guys academically, and we're going to do a good job academically. We're going to be the very best we can be in the classroom. I believe if you can trust a kid in the classroom, you can definitely trust them on the football field. That's where it's going to start, is trust in that classroom. So we're going to make good grades. All right, and that's a good thing. And what happens when these guys, maybe they hadn't been making good grades before or whatever, and all of a sudden they start doing that, they kind of like it, okay? They kind of like making good grades. It's funny how that works, and the way people view them and the way they interact with people. So that is going to be the priority. We're going to graduate everybody that stays with the program. Number two, are we giving everybody a great experience? Every student athlete having a great experience. Now, how do I define a great experience? And a great experience for me, every kid is loved and he knows it. He's going to be loved by his coach. Because I believe this, okay? And I told Kim this, earlier. If the kids know you love them, you can coach them with a baseball bat. If they know you love them, you can push them, and they'll appreciate it, and they'll want to do the right things. And we're going to be about that. We're going to love our players and our coaching staff that we hire. That's going to be the top priority. So that's part of having a great experience. We're going to hold everybody accountable. We're going to, I'm not a huge Nick Saban fan, but there was one article I read, with him he says, a lot of people are under the delusion now that, they got all these choices. We live in a free country and everybody just kind of do what they want to do, and nobody can, tell me anything. And the bottom line is, if you want to be great, you don't have any choices, because it takes what it takes, and that's the truth. All right. If you want to achieve special things, you have to do these certain things. All right. That's part of creating a good experience for our kids. Every kid's going to get coached. From the fourth-string kicker to the first-string quarterback, every kid's going to be coached. And that's our job. If a kid leaves the program because he didn't get coached, all right, then that's on me. If he leaves because he does get coached, that's on him. We're going to coach every kid. We're going to develop every kid. We're going to give every kid an opportunity to be successful. I think, what I want to see, is 5 years from now, 10 years from now, they come back and they sit here like these alumni do, and they're proud of their program. They appreciate their program, and they want to give back and want to support their program. So that's the ultimate thing we want to see happen. And the third thing is, I better win some football games. Okay? I know that. But, we need to build winners in every area. Okay? We talked about the academics. We want to be the very best we can be in every single situation. In the classroom, in the weight room, on the field, in relationships, and just in life. That's what we want to develop. If we will do that, because a lot of things I'll talk to kids about, don't worry about the scoreboard. Let's go play the same way all the time. Let's go be the very best we can be all the time. If we do those things, that scoreboard is going to be just fine. I promise you it is. Okay, so if we're getting those three things done, if we're graduating our kids and everybody's having a good experience and we're producing winning, that's the three things that I've got to get done. That's my responsibility, and we're going to do everything we can to get that done. A couple things our guys are going to hear from me on a daily basis is three things. Team. Okay, team. And team is really about loving each other. All right? You be a part of the team. You love each other. You sacrifice. You make the investment. When you make the investment, it sure is hard to give up in the fourth quarter. Football brings people together from all backgrounds. That's what's really cool. We live in a world right now where there's a lot of negativity. You just get on social media and everything's an extreme, and football is one of those things, and sports in general is one of those things where guys can come from all kinds of backgrounds, and they can see what they have in common. All right, not what they have different, but what they have in common, and you form relationships sometimes with people maybe you thought you never would, and you learn to love everybody. I think football is a special thing that still provides that. We're going to learn how to, we're going to talk about competing. All right, that's another thing, Nothing's handed to you. We got to outcompete folks. You know, you got to fight your guts out every day. And sometimes that's a self-esteem issue. You know, you think, well, you know, maybe this guy might be a little better than me. I'm just going to kind of act like I don't care, and people, people just kind of let it go. You know, we're going to outcompete people in every area. I'm talking about in the classroom too. Let's fight to get the best grade. All right, everything will be about competition and practice and all the things we do and the way we design the off-season program and the weight room and all those things. So we got to outcompete folks. And the last thing is just belief. Belief is a very powerful thing. I saw it this fall. Okay, I saw it this fall at Furman. When kids begin to believe in what you're doing, it's amazing what they can accomplish. You know, the whole deal is if you will believe that if you'll do the right things, okay, as hard as you can, treat people well, be a good guy, then in the end, you're going to get blessed. It's going to work out. And, you know, I think those three things are really critical, and they're going to hear that on a daily basis. We can win big here in every way, and we can do it now. I really believe that, or I wouldn't be standing here in front of you. So what happens next? We got to hit the ground running. You know, my job, you know, today we're gonna have a team meeting at 1 o'clock, and I'm gonna tell, you know, we're gonna set the vision for these guys, and then we're gonna have 15-minute meetings. I want to meet with every single player in the program. I want them to have 15 minutes with me where I can talk to them and get to know them, and they can tell me the problems. You know, tell me what they want, tell me how they see themselves, and I can share, you know, with them individually my vision for what we're gonna get done here. You know, so we got to hit the ground running. Then, you know, that's the first priority is these guys, and then finishing finals strong. Okay, the next thing will be, you know, is getting the best staff possible, and you know, I'm certainly appreciative to the guys who are here. They've done a good job the last few weeks, and I'm going to be talking to everybody, and I want to make sure that I put the best staff that's going to help these guys be successful. I promise you, that's what we're going to do. You know, so there's a lot to be done. We're going to get on the road. All right, and we're going to go recruit the very best players that fit the LR profile. Okay, and the LR profile is going to be making good grades, competing your tail off, you know, and obviously having enough talent to help us be successful. But those guys we're recruiting is to help the guys that are already here win a championship this fall. Okay, so we're going to hit the ground running and go find some good football players. You know, I think it's really important too that we go ahead. We got to put some attention on developing genuine relationships on campus. I want to be with you, and I want you to have my cell number and call me so I can help you solve problems and you can help me solve problems. All right, that's the way I want to be, and that's the way I've been in the past, and I want to get that going as well. And then, you know, when we get back, we got to hit that weight room wide open. We've got to develop. We got to get bigger, stronger, and faster, and we gotta you know, learn what we're doing and get ready to go and have a great spring. You know, where are we headed? The bottom line is I want, you know, LR football to be the pride of this university, something that everybody can take pride in. And, you know, hey, those football guys, they're good guys. They do it the right way, and you know, that's where we're headed. Where that stadium's full and everybody's excited, and we're just having, you know, good success. And, you know, we want to be the envy of the South Atlantic Conference. That's what we want. We want people to look at our program and go, gosh, that's what we want to be. We want to set the standard. You know, so just wanted to throw a few things out there and help you, you know, hopefully see the vision we have, and we all share this vision. You know, so go Bears. I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. Good. Maybe that means I covered everything.
Anybody have questions?
You know, with the guys too, I mean, I'm going to have a meeting with them later, and they're going to be able to ask me anything they want to as well. So,
Very good.
all right.